Hello, and thank you so much for signing up for the ADLD Research Hub. The team here at ADLD Center is so happy that you're joining. This is truly a community effort, and we need everybody to participate in order to drive ADLD research forward. So again, thank you. This video is going to walk you through the process of signing up for the ADLD Research Hub. There are 3 ways to sign up. You can sign up as a patient and create your own account. That's this button here. You can register on a patient's behalf. If you're a family member or a caregiver of a patient and they need help managing their account, this is something that you can do. That's this button here. And you can also register to share your own experience as a family member or caregiver of somebody with ADLD, and that will be this button here. In this video, though, we're going to focus on how to register on behalf of a patient. Just as a reminder, this is what you can do if you are a family member or caregiver for a patient who's unable to enter their own information in the registry. What you can do is create an account to manage a ward. So I'm going to go ahead and take you through that process. You'll begin just by clicking on this button here. That will bring you over into Luna, the platform where we host the ADLD Research Hub. If you'd like to learn more about Luna, you can check out our FAQ or visit Luna's website or contact us at registry@adld.center. And what you're going to do on this screen is enter your information, so not the information of the patient, and then click on this blue Create an Account to Manage a Minor Award button. I'm going to go ahead and do that now. And just as I'm entering this, the information that I'm providing here, this information is separate from any data that would potentially be shared for research inside the ADLD Research Hub. You do get to decide later, whether you're going to participate in research and then enter that data for research. This is just account data and it's stored separately. So just want to make that clear. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and click on this blue button. I'll choose to create a ward account versus a minor account, so this button here. And next thing I'll do is go to my inbox. I already have that open over here, but you can just log into your email, whether you're on your computer, your phone. You'll see in your inbox this hello, please verify your email address. It's from noreply@lunadna.com. Just click on this orange confirm email button, and that will take you back to Luna to set up 2-factor authentication. 2-factor authentication is a pretty standard security measure on the web, so this should be something that's familiar, from online banking, from other social media accounts. And just to note, you don't have to have a US phone number to do this. You can have a phone number from anywhere in the world. I'll go ahead and click this send code button. I then receive a verification code via text. I'll just enter that here. Click submit. And next I come to this recovery code screen. So these codes are just here in case for some reason you lose access to your telephone. You can enter one of these instead to verify your account. So just make sure to save these in a secure place. You can put them in a note on your computer. You could write them down and put that paper somewhere special, whatever works for you. And once you've done that, just click this continue button. And from here, you'll be directed on into Luna. The next step is to go ahead and create the account for your ward. So this is the person with ADLD that you're going to be entering information for. You just need to put in their first name, and country of residence. The other information is optional. You can add it if you'd like, though, just to help you keep track of who that person is. This is especially useful if you have multiple wards. You'll see as well that there's this option to indicate whether this individual is deceased. You can use this functionality to enter information on behalf of a loved one who has since passed away, so that's a possibility as well. You'll also need to fill in this relationship piece. This is actually going to be your relationship to the ward. So in this instance, I'm going to choose other relative. This person is not my child, so I'm not going to indicate that I'm their mother or guardian. They're another relative, they're my parent in this example. And then you'll indicate the reason. They have a health condition that prevents use of a computer or mobile device, or that makes it challenging. Either of these two reasons is probably going to be the case here. But as we talked about before, it may be that this individual has passed away as well. And then you'll fill in this authority here. So what gives you authority to enter information for this person? Any of these reasons might be true. Probably, though, it's going to be that the individual granted you the authority in writing, verbally, you talked to them about it and they asked you to do this, or this option here, again, this individual is a loved one who has since passed away. So once you've chosen your relationship, the reason, and the authority, you'll go ahead and click the Add Ward button. Oh, sorry, now you do actually need to enter the birth date, and I forgot about that. It's just to confirm the age of this person. Okay, now add ward. Here you'll see a summary of all of that information. Just review this to make sure everything looks correct. And then click I agree. You'll see this screen. We'll be simplifying this soon, but for now what you need to do is just click on ADLD Research Hub. Some of these other options will not be visible in a little bit. These are just some of the other communities that currently exist inside of Luna. You can join other communities here if you'd like. There's lots of research happening. So go ahead and click that Add Communities button once you've selected ADLD Research Hub. And then what you can do is go ahead and look at the account for your ward, so for the ADLD patient. You'll be asked to fill in the consent form. This is the platform consent on behalf of your ward. Just to give you a quick overview of this screen so you can read the full platform consent here. There's also some bullets that just summarize how things work inside the Luna platform. Your data will never leave Luna without your permission, so your data always stays inside the system unless you explicitly give consent to share it elsewhere. If the ADLD Research Hub ever wants to ask to share some of the data you share with us with somebody else outside the system, you will be asked to provide explicit consent for that. At this time, we don't have anything set up like that. You can delete your data or revoke your consent at any time. So you can delete your data from the system, you can delete your account, you can revoke your consent. You have a lot of options here. Your personal information, so information that could be used to identify you, is never shared without permission. At this time, we're not collecting any information that could be used to identify you in the ADLD Research Hub. If in the future, we're looking to collect some of that, again, we're going to be asking explicitly for your consent to do that. We never collect that information or share it without permission. All of the research that is happening in the ADLD Research Hub and in the Luna platform at large has oversight to protect participants. So everything is overseen by what's called an institutional review board or ethics committee that reviews research to make sure that it is respecting the rights of the people who are participating in that research. And finally, Luna doesn't sell any data for advertising, marketing, or any other purpose. Everything that is shared here is just being shared for research. Once you've reviewed the consent, you can click this Confirm Consent button. So this will approve the consent on your ward account's behalf. And then you'll be taken through into our first study in the ADLD Research Hub, appropriately named ADLD Research Hub Start Here. This is a general study that's open to the entire community, so it's open to patients, it's open to family members and caregivers who are sharing their experience. In the future, we're going to have, different studies for different groups that go a little bit more in depth. But for now, we really just want to get a picture of who's here in the community, start understanding your needs so that we can develop those more complex surveys and studies and start doing the research that you care about. So what I'm going to do on this screen, and again, remember, I'm in the account for awards, so I'm entering information on behalf of an ADLD patient. I'm going to go ahead and click this Join Study button. So that will add me to this first study. I'm qualified. I don't need to fill out any additional consents, any prerequisites. That's something, that kind of makes sure I'm qualified for this study. I can just skip ahead and start filling in data requests. So I'll go ahead and show you what that looks like. We have 4 different data requests in this study. There is an experience with ADLD survey for patients. We are going to be filling this out because I'm here entering data on behalf of an ADLD patient in this example. There's also this experience with ADLD survey that's for caregivers and family members. I'm going to ask that you do not fill this out while you are in your wards account, but we would still really love to hear about your experience as a family member or caregiver and just, what it is that's important to you. But the way that you'll do that is actually from your own account, and I'll show you how to do that a little bit later on in this video. We're also going to ask that you fill in the demographics survey. Again, remember that you are in the ward account in this example, so please fill in this information on behalf of the person with ADLD. And lastly, you can also connect electronic health records for the person with ADLD as well. This is really, really valuable because it does help us to get a picture of, just how that person's health is changing over time. Once those patient portals are connected, the information is updated automatically. Luna automatically pulls it in. So it's a really great picture of just how things are changing over time. I'm going to go ahead and show you how you can click into this experience with ADLD for patients survey. You'll see that there's a participation requirement, the ADLD diagnosis prerequisite. This is just to make sure, that we only have ADLD patients data entered into this survey. So data for people who have been diagnosed with ADLD. So you can go ahead and click this view button, and you'll just see this question here. Are you an ADLD patient or a caregiver entering information on behalf of an ADLD patient? In this example, we're talking about family members or caregivers who are entering information on behalf of an ADLD patient. So yes, this is true for us. So I'll go ahead and click that yes, click submit, and you'll see that I can now take this survey. So just really quickly, I'll show you what that looks like and click this begin button here. As you can see here, your progress is automatically saved. And you can just go ahead and start entering information here. You'll see that there's a question kind of about the role of the person entering the information. So in this example, remember, it's a caregiver or a family member entering information on behalf of a patient. So you'd click entering information on behalf of someone else as the person entering information in this survey. But all of the other questions in this survey and in this study in general, so the demographics survey, the EHR activity, they're going to be for that patient. So for the rest of the questions in this survey, please fill them in with the ADLD patient in mind. So yes, they've been diagnosed with ADLD. Can enter in the year, and so on. I'm going to go ahead and switch gears though, because I do want to show you, we really would like to get some information about your experience as a caregiver or family member too. So I'll go ahead and show you just really quickly how you can do that. All you need to do is switch from your wards account into your own account. So that's your account here. Just like with the Ward account, you'll be asked to consent to research in Luna. So you can review all of this and then click the Confirm Consent button. And then you will also be directed to the same study. Just like before, you can join the study. You can skip ahead to the data requests. And you'll see the same thing, but this time, instead of filling in the patient survey, you can fill in the caregiver and family member survey. And if you like, you can also fill in the demographics survey and connect your electronic health records. It's up to you. All right. So that's how you enter your own information as a caregiver or family member who's entering information on behalf of an ADLD patient as well. You can use kind of one login to enter information both for you and for the person with ADLD. We really, really appreciate you taking the time to enter that information. Every bit of information counts. Every person counts in this project. We need to hear from as many people as possible to understand the needs of the community and keep driving research for ADLD forward. So thank you for participating. You'll hear from us soon with more activities and with some preliminary learnings from these first simple surveys. Thanks again.